It's a pleasure for me to be with you today, and a pleasure for me to be accompanied here and be in the presence of Mr. Maxwell Nkole, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Home Affairs. Thank you very much, sir, for gracing us with your presence here. Special hello also to Mr. Matthews Nyirangongo, Registrar General of the Department of National Registration, Passports and Citizenship, other colleagues from government ministries, Mr. Solomon Asiya, Chief of Party of the Zambian Institutional Reform Program, Dr. Stephen Moyo, Deputy Chief of Party of the same program, colleagues from the media, ladies and gentlemen. I am here in representation of the United States Agency for International Development, commonly known as USAID. USAID is the major arm of the US government that channels financial and technical assistance to countries around the world that are interested in partnering with us. I bring you the greetings of the US Ambassador to Zambia, Mr. Mark Sturilla. Today's official launching of the Customer Service Center is a joyous and welcome one for very clear and convincing reasons. Over the years, I have observed that citizens want to be in compliance with the law and also want to have their formal paperwork in order. Men and women want to register the vital events in their families' lives: births, deaths, and marriages. Records of birth define and guarantee a person's inalienable rights and obligations as a citizen and provide the gateway to other benefits and responsibilities. In Zambia, people are aware that the National Registration Card is the key to so many other rights and benefits they want to practice. Voting is an excellent example of this. But the National Registration Card is also necessary if a person wants to take out a passport or apply for a government job or compete for a job. The National Registration Card gives citizens personhood. That is, they exist in the eyes of the state. At the same time, governments want to have sound statistics on their population. By knowing how many babies are born each year and how many survive into adulthood, the government can better plan for schools, health services, and jobs. By knowing how many deaths are occurring and the causes of those deaths, the government can better allocate resources in the health sector and target programs to the most critical needs. If a country's vital statistics are available and reliable, governments can track progress over time in improving the welfare of their citizenry. But what are the reasons that people often do not accomplish a citizen's tasks to register a birth, a death, or a marriage? Why do some citizens not have their national registration card or don't replace it if it gets lost? I think everyone in this audience can answer those questions. I bet the number one answer would be the time that it takes. There's a concept in economics that is very useful as we think about our everyday lives. It is called opportunity cost. Opportunity cost refers to what a person gives up when he or she chooses to do something else. If you go to school instead of working, you have to bear the opportunity cost of not earning a salary while you're in school. That cost may be worthwhile because the added schooling will allow you to qualify for a higher paying job later on. So in such a case, the opportunity cost would probably be worth the long-term benefit. I am told that until this new service center was ready, it used to take at least 5 days to register a birth. I think we all would agree that the opportunity cost of spending 5 working days to accomplish that process would be very high indeed for most people. Now, with the new uses of space, the re-engineering of business processes to make them flow more efficiently, and the audio and visual aids for customers, a birth registration can be accomplished in 1 day. That is a dramatic improvement that will accomplish a triple purpose. First, citizens are more likely to take advantage of the service. Second, they are more likely to come away as satisfied customers. And third, the country is more likely to have better statistics on the population dynamics of the country. I would like to congratulate everyone who made this transition to an efficient, client-friendly service possible. To the Ministry of Home Affairs, in the person here of the Honorable Permanent Secretary, and the other top officials present today, which oversees citizen records and services, for its leadership and commitment to an accountable, transparent government. Thank you very much, sir. To the Department of National Registration, Passports, and Citizenship, in the person of the Registrar General, Mr. Matthews Lierongo, and his associates, for its recognition that it could do much better and its willingness to take on the necessary structural changes to improve services to citizens. Mr. Lierongo personally championed these structural and business reforms. His quiet, steady advocacy throughout the process is what brought us here today. Thank you, sir, for being such a fine example of good governance to us all. To Mr. Solomon Osia and Dr. Stephen Moyo, Director and Deputy Director at the Zambia Institutional Reform Program, and their co-workers for their steadfast dedication to this project and unwavering confidence in the ability of government to provide a good service to its people. This work was carried out under an agreement between USAID and the firm Tetra Tech, which these gentlemen represent here in country. Thank you very much. To the staff of this department, and particularly those who work in the Customer Service Center, you should be proud to work in such a fine establishment. I remember a visit I made here some time ago when the remodeling was in its early phases. I was so very impressed with how you were able to locate records under less than ideal circumstances. You know your work well, and you are committed to serving your government and fellow citizens. I am delighted that you have an improved place in which to work, a place that will reflect positively on your professionalism. We are counting on you to make optimal use of the new facility and keep it as a state-of-the-art facility. I know we will not be disappointed. Thank you. And finally, to Mr. Sidney Watai and my other colleagues in the U.S. Agency for International Development for their tenacious and effective management of this project. Thank you. USAID invested $4.8 million in this endeavor. Because we believe firmly in the role of government in attending to the needs of its citizens, as well as the responsibility of citizens to be in good standing with their government, we consider this investment well spent. I hope you do too. I hope the citizens of Zambia take advantage of this customer service center and by doing so, enhance their appreciation for the government services to its people. I further hope that the government of Zambia will be able to replicate in other parts of the country what it has accomplished here. With the majority of the population living outside this geographic area, it is incumbent upon the DNRPC to roll out the program to other offices. These improvements in services enhance good governance and deserve to be enjoyed by all the citizens of Zambia. Thank you very much for your attention. We hope civil servants and citizens alike enjoy the new center. Good morning.